Tengen sees the headmasters as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. It's just 2 of you. There's not a bunch of chumps. It could only be 1 chump. Tengen, what are you doing? Good day, good people. It is another fine Friday in the year of the Ascent, Toon Link Dave, and me, your United States Aviator. Welcome back, and I ask you one question: are you ready to be or not to be? It's time for hit the thank you. Danganronpa Hunger Games. In addition to Women's History Month and Brain Week, it's also Shakespeare Week. So I hope you're ready for some Hunger Games. We have all the teams with a character who might really enjoy some Shakespearean works. You know, the comedies, the romance, you know, it's gonna be a good time anyway. Let's find out who's here. Are you ready? I think we have to be, because we know what happened yesterday, and something like that could happen today too. So let's see who's here. Literary Arts, Toko, and now if there's any fitting winner, it would be them for today. So remember that. Fujanha Taka, and Hajime Taka, so diligent in his studies, probably has read all of the Shakespearean works that he needs to. The Jacket Failures, clearly not Hero, but I can see Kanji shocking me once again. And being a big fan of the Shakespearean works, the Big Sisters, Mukuro and Hina. More so Mukuro, because let me tell you, that girl got some pipes, she's good at some opera. I wouldn't be surprised if she also enjoys some Shakespearean literature. In the family, Canon and Corey in the house. No explanation needed, Corey is here. The Beanie Brigade, Ryoma and Ruruka, and I don't know why, I just feel like Ryoma's a low-key Shakespeare lover. I see it in his eyes. We have the Pure Boys, Joe and Izuyoi. They're the champs. If I had to guess which one of the 3 would most enjoy Shakespeare, I guess it would be Izuyoi. The Brainiacs, Nagisa and Quark. Nagisa? Of course he would. Of course he's at least read them. All-star student right there, and speaking of all-stars, we have the all-star alumni, Sakura and Peko. Neither of them maybe particularly love Shakespeare. Maybe Peko. Peko surprised you. Peko's a very interesting character. I need to redo that character tier list. I feel like Peko's higher than I put her last time. We have Follow My Lead, Boss and Kokichi. I feel like Boss would love him. Eye for an Eye, Munakata and Dimitri. I could see both of these boys enjoying a little bit of Shakespearean literature. Nope, The Power of God and Anime is Zuru and Mitarai. And I feel like Mitarai might draw from the Shakespearean works for some of his works. Izuru's just good at everything. The hotheads, Mahiru and Himino. I think Mahiru's a sucker for some Shakespearean romance. No AI in Team Iba and Alter Ego. It's just in their memory bank. Speaking of memory banks, there's Kibo, along with Makoto for Hope's Last Stand. Homeroom with Chisa and Usami. The headmasters have Jin and Tengen. The horn bearers with Sato and Rantaro. The selfless saviors, Juzo and Mishima. And expert deductions, Shuichi and Naoto. And those are the teams who would best enjoy some Shakespearean literature. So, riddle me this. What is your favorite Shakespearean literature? Or, post question, do you even care about Shakespearean literature? Let me know one of those 2 things, and then of course first, second, and third, because those comments are important, because your picks for first, second, and third, I know if Chaos reigns, I'll have to pause for a second and put in the Agents of Chaos, because they're not big fans of Shakespearean literature, but you know what? They might sneak into this game. There's a good chance. There's not a majority chance, but there's a good chance that it could happen. First, second, and third, make sure you pick them. I'll answer those questions too, but you have to answer them like this one, or a fantastic comment like that one, or even this third one right here. You could be like one of these 3 and make a great comment yourself. However, I'm not gonna dilly and I'm not gonna dally because we got a couple. We got quite a few people. We're just gonna get right into the thick of it. Cause you see, I'm staring at them right there. That's why I stopped right here, right there. The pure boys are right there. And as I click this and say, en tres, dos, uno, your wheel is here. The pure boys have really relaxed this season. Nipping at their ankles have been the dark arts specialists, specializing in chaos, and it's been building. Will they release a massive Dark Spikes tea today? I don't know. So let's find out if they do. Will they? They will not. Order remains. This is... I'm gonna be real with you guys. This is getting real reminiscent of last season's Agent of Chaos for the tag teams. It has rained twice in singles, and will probably rain again. And then here we are for tag teams, just chilling, just waiting, just having a good time, just relaxing apparently. But the champs are safe again. Yuta, Joe, Izio, you can continue to enjoy your tag team title reign. But right now, I gotta make some picks. Thank you. I will be completely frank. I totally thought it was gonna hit today. I really did, and it really wasn't that close at all. It was not close at all. In that case, I was gonna pick the Beanie Brigade for first, because I really like that team. Honestly, it's one of my favorite teams. I also like All-Star Alumni a lot. But I would have picked Beanie Brigade for first if it were a championship episode. But since it's not, I won't. And I'm gonna pick Literary Arts because it's a toss-up. Either if it's like an episode themed about a team that, you know, it really sticks for them, or a person that it really sticks for them. Recently, it's been like, oh yeah, of course this person will win. Gundam won the Pet episode, Chiaki won the Mario episode. Trends tend to believe that Literary Arts wins this one. So I'm gonna pick them for first. Give me, In the Family for second, actually, and then give me the Headmasters for third. I think, oh, well, no, give me Usami for third. That's my singles ride or die. She's not in singles action a lot, so I don't know why she was my singles ride or die. But you know what? I can still pick her in tags. I'm still here to see her succeed. Hopefully you've made your picks. What's my favorite Shakespearean work? Do I like Hamlet? Is Hamlet the one that I like? I think I like Hamlet. No, I like Macbeth. Macbeth is the one that I like. I love Macbeth. Macbeth is... I love Macbeth. Alright, hold on. We'll go ahead. Let's proceed. Oh, Macbeth is... I don't know. I'll tell you guys. Let me tell you. Macbeth is one of my favorite works of literature, if I'm going to be completely honest. Macbeth slaps. If you haven't read Macbeth, if you haven't seen Macbeth, go read it. Go see it. I've read it and I've seen it. We're going to start round one, though. We're not going to dilly and dally. We're, what, 8 minutes in? Yeah, we can start. It's before the 10-minute mark, and that means that we can go... Oh, Kokichi, come on. You gotta do better than that. I love following my lead, but you guys gotta do better. It is round one. The tributes stand tall on their podiums. And thus I must say to you all, it is time to sound the horns! Oh yes, that was them sounding, indeed. Ruka doesn't care much for this place. Quark hums a song to himself. Nagisa cooks up a genius idea. Kanon doesn't know yet how bad things are gonna get. That is foreboding. We don't see this one too often, but let me tell you, if that is a sign of things to come, uh-oh. Hajime spots something shiny in the distance. Chisa finds a handgun with just enough bullets to be useful. If that's a sign of things to come. Mukuro ambushes Kokichi and kills him. Now's ready to defend her friends. Naoto does something really cute. True. Toko seems unshaken by any of this. Hiro doesn't feel prepared for any of this. Alter Ego stares into the distance. Kanji feels strong enough to handle anything. Rantaro is determined to survive this. Sato just wants to be helpful. Mitsurai wishes he could go home. Juzo feels like Mishima is slowing him down. Juzo got rid of Mishima. Azuru attacks Kibo and Makoto from behind, taking them both out. Where are you? Cannon, how'd you know? That was really foreboding, because look at this! Cyril and Sayaka team up and ambush Hina, slaughtering her. You nasties. Hina, I feel for you. In fact, I wish your tag team partner all the luck. I hope you guys win after this devastating moment. Corey twitches uncontrollably. Izuyoi finds some other scraps. It's just enough to put together some caveman gear. Himino thinks of a dark poem. Now wants to end things once and for all with Shuichi. Shuichi takes her out and now bites the dust. Starry glow. Maybe I jinxed their team just a little bit. Pekka has a horrible feeling in her chest. Mahiru does something really cute. Jin does his best to avoid Tengen. Usami thanks Chisa for being there for her. Joe doesn't really understand what's happening. Boss thinks about Kokichi and sobs quietly. Taka's ready to defend his friend. Sakura kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Ryoma can't take his eyes off of Haruka. Something inside of Dimitri snaps and he is now frenzied. Aiba just wants it to end already. Munakata tries to go Hajime, but that man's just doing work. Killed him instead. Tengen sees headmasters as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. And Sayaka can't take it anymore and snaps Cyril's neck. Now hold on a second. I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. But look, we lost 9. I can't handle this moral dilemma. So instead, I will just give you a clear De Lune for Kokichi, Mishima, Kibo, Makoto, Hina, now, Sakura, Munakata, Cyril. So we only have, what, one team completely out? Kibo and Makoto, Hope's Last Stand. Hope's Last Stand didn't have a leg to stand on in this one. A shame to them. But we still have 33 left. That's a ton to get through. And the championship is not even on the line because this tag team wheel, I think the tag team wheel is just cursed. It must just be cursed. I feel like what's gonna happen is the OC wheel is gonna hit. I almost guarantee it. I haven't recorded that yet, but I feel it in my bones. That one's gonna hit. We're gonna keep going. Are you prepared? I'm prepared. Let's do this. It's the next round. It's only round 2. As we started, Mitsurai wants it to be over already. Sato is looking out only for herself. Joe wanders about the future. He doesn't walk around the future. He doesn't walk about the future. He's not a time traveler. Toka looks like she's on the verge of snapping. Dimitri looks around maniacally, seething. Nagisa's still cooking up that genius idea. That man's has been cooking. That man's is chefing up the greatest idea you've ever seen. Sayaka's looking for an easy out. Alter Ego kills Chiso in front of Usami. Usami rushes to help, but it's already too late. Naoto asks Shuichi if he's found anything useful. Hajime looks around for stuff to scrounge. This man's is really trying to find that wizard robe. Ruka tries to get others to notice her. Juzo sizes his muscles. Pekko finds some leather scraps, just enough to put together some rudimentary clothing. Looks rather caveman-like. I see you. Mahiru does something really cute. Aiba twiddles her thumbs. Shuichi spots something shiny in the distance. Usami's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Boss is being adorable as always. Jin doesn't really want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Mitsurai. Mitsurai needs some better luck in these two. He truly does. Corey sets down a trap. Rantaro gets cocky and ends up dying from a stupid mistake. Rantaro, how could you leave Sato all alone? Jin and Tengen getting into an argument over who should be in charge, even though Jin kind of, I believe, let Tengen be in charge. Cannon. Or the other way around. Cannon somehow finds a suit full of medieval armor and puts it on and gleams with a dazzling shine. Quark attempts to kill Himino, but Mahiru intervenes to protect her. Unfortunately, Mahiru dies in the attempt. Protecting the character from Lost Dimension. I gotta get Mana in here, I really do. Izuru is smart enough to disarm one of Corey's traps. Brilliant, I do say. Himino tries to kill Cannon, but that knight's armor, diverting the blow. When did you get knight's armor? I must just not remember. Okay. Ryoma mopes around uselessly. Taka catches a strange glow in the corner of his eye, discovering an ancient scepter. This man's has an ancient scepter now. Uh-oh. Kanji ambushes the champ Izuyoi and kills him, and I've been thinking about this too, that Izuyoi has the Kaito syndrome, never won a game but has held the tag team championships. Mukuro won't give up so easily, and Hiro hopes to attempt a Harmony Body Weird 28, not 48. 14 are gone, and thus, a Claire de Lune, 4. Chisa, Mitarai, Rantaro, Mahiru, Izuyoi. And we'll see. It's gonna be a fun time. There's still 4 more until a standard size game, 18 more until your saving grace picks. Do you even need them? I don't think you do. You might actually. We've lost 14 people. It's very possible that you do. But we can only keep going to that point. And shall we? I think we shall. As round 3 begins, Tengen sees the headmasters as a bunch of chumps ready to be milked. It's just 2 of you! There's not a bunch of chumps! It could only be 1 chump. Tengen, what are you doing? Sayaka's looking for an easy out. Taka polishes that ancient scepter, making the magic orb shine. And if this were a championship match, we'd have a new champ alert because Ryoma challenges Joe to a duel and Joe bites the dust. Boss gets mauled by wild animals. If this were a championship match, I'd be like, boss, why? It was almost your time. Hajime hums a song to himself. Ruko is only looking out for herself. Quark tries to kill Peko, but Peko retaliates and kills him instead. And then right afterwards, in a fit of frenzy, Dimitri creeps up on Peko after she retaliates and kills the small child, gets slaughtered herself. So in that exchange, we lost all of Follow My Lead, all of the Pure Boys, and all of the All-Star alumni, but Nagisa still holds on. Still thinking up a genius plan! This man's dangerous now! Aiba sobs quietly, Hiro spots something shiny in the distance, Sato stares into the distance, Toko attacks Kanji and Hiro from behind, slaughtering both of the jacket failures. Toko's still in. That's still my pick. Kanan is looking particularly erratic today. Alter Ego and Aiba attack Jin from behind, slaughtering him. Corey feels like Kanan's slowing him down, and then made quick work of his own tag team partner. Okay. Mukuro attacks Sayaka. Mukuro, actually, gets revenge for them taking out Hina, and takes out Sayaka, slaughters her from behind. I'm not gonna say it. That is pretty glorious, but I'm not gonna say it. Izuru sets down a trap. Now, I didn't even press that. Bruh. I said I wasn't gonna say it. Calm yourself. Anywho, Izuru sets down a trap. Naoto gets caught in that trap, and now all she can— now that was pretty glorious! You go, Mukuro. Get your revenge. Get your revenge out here. We love to see it, alright. But Naoto's caught in a trap. That's not actually glorious at all. We lost a ton of people today, by the way. Usami sobs quietly. Shuichi's looking around for stuff to scrounge. Juzo feels strong enough to handle anything, and Himino reminisces about Mahiru and sobs quietly. A ton of people. 9. We lost 9 in a day. In a round, and not even the first round. Usually it's like the first round's like, whoa, so many, and then it kind of lessens every round for this simulator. Not this time, 9. That's shockingly large for this simulator, and thus, we gotta give a big time Claire de Lune 4. Joe. Boss. Quark. Peko. Kanji. Hiro. Jin. Kanan. Sayaka. I see. 19 remain, 9 more until your saving grace picks, and if we have another day like this, your saving grace picks will be next round! Which is nuts, which is crazy. But I think we will take a peek at who's left. We have Dimitri for Eye for an Eye. We have all of No AI in team. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Nagisa has been cooking up a genius idea this entire time. I think he's got a plan. Selfless Saviors still have Juzo. Big Sisters still have Mukuro, who got her revenge. The expert deduction's still completely in for the fan vote, technically. The Power of God in anime still has Azuru. Himino for the hotheads for the fan vote, potentially. The headmasters have Tengen. The Beanie Brigade completely in, surprisingly enough, because they were one of my picks. That's real surprising. Wait, they weren't one of my picks, were they? No, they weren't. I was going to pick them, and then I was like, no, it's not a championship match. Usami for the homeroom. Sato for the horn bearers. Toko, still remaining for literary arts. And all of Fusion Ha, trying to get the tag team titles back. And so, I think we have to keep going. Because 9 more have to perish until we get to that top 10, that sweet spot. The top 10, the perfect 10. So let's get there by clicking next round and proceeding to round 4. Usami has a blank expression and seems unresponsive to what's going on. Himino thinks of a dark bomb. Corey can't wait to kill again. Tengen is looking for an easy out. Toko's still twitching uncontrollably. She's like, I lost my partner the first round. Taka feels sorry for Naoto, frees her from the trap. Ryoma hums a song to himself. Sato is only looking out for herself. Shuichi wasn't looking and fell right off of a cliff. You see, this is because he's got that hat on. The hat was blocking his view. He was like, I can't see a thing. Trip, skedaddle right off of a cliff. Aiba does something really cute. Juzo won't die like the others. Alter Ego disappears for a while and comes back with a wizard robe. Hajime, don't let him see this. Don't let him see this. Don't let him see this. Mukuro tries to kill Alter Ego, but the wizard rope has carried them away to safety. Ruruka tries to get others to notice her. Nagisa still cooking up that genius idea. That man knows what he's doing. He's got a great idea. Dimitri looks for his next victim. Azuru duels it out with Ruruka. Ruruka bites the dust. Naoto sobs quietly after seeing her partner just walk right off of a cliff. Shuichi, what are you doing? Hajime did not find her wizard robe, but instead found a lovely bikini. He puts it on. It's quite revealing, which means just 2 more down. 7 more until your saving grace picks, but for right now it is a Clear Day Loon. 4. Shuichi. Ruruka. 2 well-known hat wearers today have perished. But it's 7 more still. 7 more until your saving grace picks. We gotta keep going. We can't dilly and dally. We just have to see what happens. One of these teams will make it to the finale. Who will it be? I can tell you, oh, goodness gracious. We're getting real close to it now at the start of round 5. A lot of orange. Himino looks around for stuff to scrounge. In a fit of frenzy, Dimitri creeps up on Alter Ego and slaughters them. Dimitri in this frenzy might get him the win. Shuichi is gone and Naoto thinks about him, sobs quietly. Mukuro attacks Usami from behind and murders her. Rest in peace to my singles ride or die. Corey is in the house, and he snapped in the house. Azuru finds a handgun, just enough bullets to be useful. Taka is ready to defend his friends, and he does so because Tengen attempts to kill Hajime, and Taka actually intervenes just in time. It's rare that we see that someone's ready to defend their friends, and then they actually immediately defend their friends, taking out Taka to protect Hajime's life. And then just for good measure, Juzo tries to kill Taka, but he's like, if you kill me, then you might kill Hajime too, retaliates and kills Juzo instead. Taka is now popping off. Toko twitches uncontrollably. Hajime looks really good in that bikini. Nagisa's just twiddling his thumbs. He's like, I can't wait to execute my well-crafted plan. Aiba gets mauled by wild animals. Ryoma thinks of a dark form, and Sato's only looking out for herself. We've lost 5. 2 more until your saving grace picks. This was a very orange day. Was not expecting that. Lost 5, round 5, and thus, it's a Clear Day Loon 4. Alter Ego. Usami. Tengen. Juzo. Aiba. And that is the entirety, in one round, the entirety of No AI and Team. Juzo perished, so did Tengen, so did Usami. But we only got 2 more into your saving grace pick, so we don't need to linger on that. We'll check out all the teams who are left in just a moment's notice. Unless we take a long time to lose 2 folk. Will that happen as we click next round? No, we're gonna lose 2 folk. We are going to lose 2 folk, and unfortunately one of them is someone who popped off. Hajime spots something shiny in the distance. Sato finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's quite fetching. Naoto attempts to kill Hajime, but Taka, still the absolute bro that he is, says that he will be defending his friends to the last breath, and that is what he did. Unfortunately, as he's defending Hajime from Naoto, he perishes, bites the dust, and dies in the attempt. Juzo is dead. Mukuro sets down a trap and Himino immediately gets caught in it. Toko can't wait to kill again. Ryoma has a horrible feeling in his gut. Nagisa is thinking of plans to get out of here. Izuru is aiming that handgun in the distance. He's ready to pop shots. Corey's in the house and waiting to put his next victim in the grave. And Dimitri's also looking for his next victim. Jeez Louise. Oh gosh. Oh goodness gracious. There's a lot of hostility going on in this Final 11. But there's a sad one. A very sad Claire de Lune for someone who just went wild last round and unfortunately perished doing what he loved, protecting Hajime, a Claire de Lune 4. Taka. 31 gone, 11 remain. I think you know what it's time for, not your saving grace picks, it's just time to go on, because we still need to lose one more. You don't get to make those picks yet. No. No. This isn't some, no. We don't make exceptions, except when we do. Next round. And we will get those saving grace picks, because at the start of round 7, Ryoma thinks about Ruruka and sobs quietly. Nagisa has a horrible feeling in his chest. Hina is gone. Izuru won't die like the others. Corey is in the house, gets cocky, and ends up dying from a stupid mistake. Dimitri's frenzy finally dies down. He might be safe. No, never mind. I need to stop saying things before I peek down. Naoto doesn't really want to, but she finds herself having to get rid of Nagisa. I don't know what your master plan was, Nagisa. I really don't. Sato feels sorry for Himino and frees her from the trap. Hajime sobs quietly. Toko attacks Dimitri from behind, takes him out. Shuichi's gone. Himino tries to kill Hajime, but Hajime retaliates and kills her instead. And of course, Mukuro's looking out only for herself. Could she still get that retribution for Hina? I don't know, but it is your final 7. Which means any of these competitors have a very good chance of winning this one, but only one can. And you might need some new picks after this Claire de Lune 4. Corey. Nagisa. Dimitri. Himino. Do you need some new picks? I hope you do. Or I hope you don't. I hope you actually had fantastic picks. But if you do, get ready, because there's only 7 left. And with that, we'll calm that down, because it is time to make some new picks. I know you might need them, because it is time for your saving grace picks. Accurately enough, Toko remains. In an episode about literature, literary arts is not out. We keep going down to see Izuru, the Power of God in anime, still in. With 3 KOs. I think you also had 3 KOs, Toko? Yes, you did. Toko's still on a high from yesterday. Could she continue that high? Let's see. Naoto for expert deduction, trying to get their team their first win. 2 KOs. Can it happen? Ryoma for the Beanie Brigade. 1 KO. And that KO was on one of the champs. Could Ryoma succeed? As we keep going, and going, and going, we see Sato. Pure pacifist right now. Kind, but a sociopath in a dad pursuit. Still here for the Horn Bearers. Hajime wants that wizard robe, but he can't find it. He will cut through anyone in his way. And he's got to live on for Taka's legacy. Hajime, Fusion Ha. And lastly, Mukuro. Seeing Hina get killed by, Cyril and Sayaka sparked something in her, and now she wants revenge, and the best way to get revenge is to win this whole thing for the big sisters. Those are your final 7. Who do you got? First, second, third, let me know, because only one can win. I will make my picks right now. You know how to make yours. Go into the comments, edit your comments, do what you gotta do in the comments. Make them know. I'm gonna make mine. It's hard to sway away from literary arts, so I'm gonna say Toko. Still Toko for first. After what happened to Hina, I gotta say Mukuro for second. I have to. She got her revenge on Sayaka. And through proxy, because Sayaka killed Cyril, she got full revenge. So you know what, Mukuro? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take you for second. And give me Naoto for third. Just because expert deductions don't have a win, could be a fan vote for you guys. And I think they are your only hope for the fan vote right now. Because Himino just got eliminated, yes. So those are my top 3. Hopefully you made yours. Because the time has come. Are you ready? The final 7. And I can say with certainty that it is Ryoma. It is Izuru. It is Naoto. Sato. Hajime. Toko. And Mukuro. Your final 7. All in the same place, the same arena, with their hearts beating at the same rate as that of oh yeah, Samurai Woman. Okay, well, let's go on. It is the final 7. Who will win? I don't know. But I can tell you who... There's some things happening. It won't be our boy. He's forsaken today. Round 8. Munakata's gone. Hajime looks around for stuff to scrounge. Mukuro finds tactical combat gear. If there's anyone you don't want with that, and on the opposing side, it's Mukuro, because she knows how to use it. Ryoma. Caveman. Tennis player. That's what's going on. Izuru tries to kill Mukuro, but Mukuro's combat gear diverts the blow. Naoto's being adorable as always. Izuru wants to end things once and for all with Toko. Izuru actually bites the dust. And Sato's just acting cool in her dapper suit. We have 6 remaining. The power of God Anime, excuse me, has perished this episode. But not without a terrible turnabout for Izuru. And so 6 teams remain. The Hornbearers, Literary Arts, once again, could be a fitting winner. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised. Expert Deductions, the Big Sisters, the Beanie Brigade, and of course, Fusion Ha. And they're all still beating strong with that Samurai Woman beat. I feel it. Doom, 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 doom. If your heart is beating like that, actually don't go see a doctor, because that's an irregular heartbeat. But we'll go on to the next round to see who will win, who will survive, not win. I hope not win. If we have a winner next round, I'll be shocked and confused. We will not get a winner, but we will have our final 5. Unfortunately, as round 9 begins, Naoto's cooking up a genius idea. Will it work out better for Naoto than it did for Nagisa? Maybe Naoto killed Nagisa, and now maybe Naoto read his plans and is reenacting that idea that he didn't get a chance to do. Ryoma eats something he shouldn't have and dies of horrible stomach pains. Ryoma, you gotta do better than that. Mukuro washes the blood off of her combat gear. Something inside of Toko snaps, and Toko's now frenzied. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sato wonders about the future, and Hajime is very proud of his bikini. We lost 1. Oh, Ruruka and Kazuichi, they gotta at least be proud. He made it to the final 6. He went a long way, almost went all the way, but it is still a terrible turnabout. 4. Ryoma. Okay, so it's your final 5. Expert Deductions, Big Sisters, Literary Arts, the Hornbearers, and Fusion Ha. An interesting final 5. Could it be Naoto for Kyoko and Shuichi? Could it be Mukuro for Sarah and for Hina? Could it be Toko for Miss Now? Could it be Sato for Rantaro? Or could it be Hajime for Taka? I don't know. They all have a reason to be here. They all have a stake in getting to the finale. But most importantly, they're all caught in a crisis of fate. It's the final 5. One will come out on top. Who will it be? I don't know, but I can tell you that as we click the next round, it will not be, oh, poor boy. Round 10, Naoto tries to kill Mukuro, but combat gear, don't sleep on it, diverts the blow. In a fit of frenzy, Toko creeps up on Hajime and slaughters him. Rest in peace. No wizard robe today, just a bikini. Mukuro is looking downright tactical in that combat gear. Cyril's dead. You'll love to see it. Sato is looking out only for herself. We lost 1, and this is so unfortunate, because Taka protected him. I was in my heart of hearts, I was rooting for Hajime on this one. That would have been a go-home story. But instead, it's a terrible turnabout for Hajime. Alright, now look. RNG. Are you really gonna give us, like, the third fitting victory of this season? Are you gonna give us literary arts? All in all, Toko, just in terms of placements this week, has already had a phenomenal week. Will it continue, and will she go all the way this time? Naoto, brand new to the team, could it have been the missing link that expert deductions needed all along? Mukuro, this episode hurt so badly by the two who shall not be named. Could she carry the burden after getting her revenge and carry Hina to the championship match? Or, as they sounded the horns at the start of this game, will Sato be able to sound them at the end in victory? I don't know, but that's a long little spiel, so we still have we gotta keep going. It's still a crisis of fate. It's the final four. One will remain. Or none. We know the simulator. Sometimes it likes to do crazy things. We'll go to the next round and see. Unfortunate. Round 11. Toko looks around maniacally, seething. Sato hums a song to herself. Naoto tries to kill Mukuro. She's tried and tried again, but this time Mukuro retaliates and kills her instead. And I will tell you that Mukuro is determined to survive this. That is a dangerous statement, because if Mukuro's determined, there is almost nothing that can stop her. Will she get another win today? I don't know, but we do have an unfortunate moment. There will be no fan vote, but instead, a terrible, terrible turnabout. 4. Naoto, who came in 4th. So close. Not the closest expert deductions have been, clearly. Not even the closest they've been this season. But that still hurts. We got 3 more left, though. Toko. Will she get to the top spot this time? Because literary arts is not a team you should sleep on. They've been together for a little bit. They haven't been together for the entire existence of tag team action, but they've been together for a little bit and they've gotten a lot of wins under their belts. We have Sato. New team. They've sounded horns, could they do it today? And of course, Mukuro, who's now determined, has been determined from the start. They all have a stake to winning this one, and they're all still caught in a crisis of fate. Are you ready? Top 3. Toko, Mukuro, Sato. I'm ready for any of them. Sato needs some justice though, which means she's about to get shafted, so let's click next round and see it happen. Didn't happen! I saw her in an orange event and I was like, it's happened, but it didn't. As round 12 starts, Toko's looking around maniacally seething. Mukuro sets down a trap, but Sato does get caught in that trap, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting because we know what happens when there's one person just caught in a trap at the end of these games. If she starts bleeding out, anything could happen. It could go on for a while. We'll click next round. And it might go on for a while, so this is an interesting moment because in a fit of frenzy, Toko creeps up on Mukuro and snaps her neck. And Sato, still trapped, screams for help, but nobody answers. Not a soul. Nobody. And everyone else there has perished. So this is, after first of all, it's a terrible turnabout, because I was, in my heart of hearts, I was hoping for Mukuro to come do that whole, like, it would have been a story to tell for this game. But unfortunately she perishes, and it's a terrible turnabout for her. Mukuro. And I'll tell you what, Mukuro, Hina's still proud of you. Hina's still proud. You got your revenge. You sure did, and you almost won it all. However, we are in an interesting moment here, because a lot of things could happen. And I'll explain them. But first I have to ask you, between Toko and Sato, just who will it be? Let me lay it down for you. We have your first option, Toko. Interesting because she's in a frenzy. And we've seen what happens to folks in a frenzy. Oftentimes they go too far, their heart gives out, and they perish. Could leave the trapped Sato to be the victor. Or could it be Sato, who we've seen this happen many a times as well, gets caught, struggles in the trap, starts bleeding out. It's the last thing that she can do. What will happen? Both of these players are in a precarious position. So who will win, Toko or Sato? This is actually really interesting. I would say Toko, but it really could be Sato because in a moment's notice, Toko could just have a heart attack. It would be a shame for her to get second 2 days in a row, but Toko, Sato, Toko or Sato, Sato or Toko, Toko or Sato. We'll click next round to see. It does not end. Toko's looking for her next victim, and Sato's still caught in the trap next round. Round 15, Sato was struggling in the trap, cut herself pretty bad. Sato's now bleeding out, and Toko's looking for her next victim. We'll go to the next round. Sato's trapped and is slowly bleeding out. Toko's looking for her next victim, can't seem to find her, doesn't know where that trap was, does not know. We'll go to the next round. It's round 17, and Toko's still looking, maniacally seething. But this is what I was talking about. It was really going to truly be a battle of, will Sato be able to pull herself out of the trap? Will she die from blood loss? Will Toko go a little too wild looking for Sato? And will her heart give us out? No, it does not. Sato instead finally succumbs to the loss of blood caused by the trap that she was stuck in. Which means RNG, for some reason, just knows what day it is. Just every time. And I think it's usually this simulator, isn't it? I think Gundam won in this one. Chiaki definitely won in this one too. And they've all been kind of strange, well, Gundam wasn't a strange victory, I think he just won one. But these two have been kind of strange victories, which is kind of crazy. But we gotta stop for a second and say that it's a terrible turnabout for Sato. And you cannot sleep on them. This is Toko's week! It's Toko's week! We're gonna pause this. Because we have your results. And it says to me that you're winners. Representing literary arts. Competitively one of the best teams in Hunger Games history. After popping a secret achievement and almost winning the championship last week, the singles title, Toko takes the win today and moves on to the tag team bracket with Now as well. Okay. I can't say I couldn't have predicted this, but I saw a trend and I was like, you know what? Screw it. I think RNG is gonna give it to us. And sure enough, there it is. Yo, I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna be real. I'm legitimately shocked at how some of the themed episodes this season have just produced very fitting victors. You never really expect it to. Like, it's happened before with, like, the Great Gozu winning, like, the wrestling Olympic event. And we had, like, I think one more happened last season, one or two more happened last season in tag team action too, I think. But this one was Literary Arts' game to win. And boy did they do it. Toko with 6 KOs, carried on for Now, who might have perished in the first round. Who did perish in the first round because I was like, I might have jinxed you. But Toko still went strong. Toko didn't just go strong, she went off with 6 KOs. Mukuro with 4, almost got the perfect go-home story. Really, it was a battle between... Where did Rantaro die? If Rantaro died in the first round too, it was a battle between 3 teams who lost their partners in the first round. I'm actually gonna go and check that real quick. Let's go to the first round. That's how we do it. Yes. I don't think Rantaro was the first round out, was he? No, he was not. Oh, I like that! It actually still gives you the results at the bottom. That's actually neat, so we can step through these. I never knew that, because we've never done that before. Where did Rantaro perish? He still went out early, I think. Wasn't round 2. Maybe he didn't go out as early as I thought. I wish it told us at the bottom. And now I'm out here searching. Next round. Alright, well, you know what? Rantaro didn't go out nearly as early as I thought. He must have been in for a while. My brain is just like, you know what? They all had some people go out early, but no. It was really a battle for Toko and Mukuro trying to get their revenge, trying to get their vengeance for their fallen tag team partners early on. And they did. 4 KOs for Mukuro, 6 for Toko. Azuru got 3. Taka with 2, and an important 2 because they were to help Hajime. Alter Ego with 2. Dimitri with 2, Naoto with 2, Hajime with 2, Sayaka with 2, freaking Sayaka. Everyone else with 1 or less. Shakespearean appreciators, Toko, and now. I can't say anything else other than that. This is fitting. Another fitting victory. And I'm not upset with it because as we bring up the bracket, there she is. Toko, and with her partner now. At this point, I'm almost shocked that they haven't won the titles. Because they have a lot of wins. Maybe it's like the syndrome of always the bridesmaid, never the bride, unfortunately for them. But if I have to say anything, they're a well-accomplished team. They will probably, if they don't win the titles, they'll probably be broken up next season. And I don't want to see them go. But, you know, it's time. It's time. It is time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Toko, she doesn't want to break up. She wants to win the titles. If the wheel hit, I won't say that she would have won the titles because I also would have had to add in Kotoko and Lysithea, and they are a force to be reckoned with. They might not win games, but they cause a little chaos in these games sometimes. But we are like 46 minutes. We're gonna cut. We're gonna say thanks for watching, everyone. Sunday, OC action returns. Another 50, well, technically another 48 OCs, along with the Champ Apollo and the Agent of Chaos Marveler, will take to the arena, and spring will have sprung. I hope you're ready for it. Stay classy. Year of the Ascent, Toonly, Dave, and your United States Aviator until Sunday for OC action. And Saturday, if you're interested for Danganronpa V4, I think I've got the first part of that playthrough coming out Saturday, if not Tuesday. It's all recorded. It's a long recording though. Definitely Saturday. At least one part will be Saturday. I think I'm splitting it into 2. The other part will be on Tuesday. Toodaloo. Flight crew. Thanks for watching.